Welcome back to the Retro Review. I am the Bearded Geek, always joined by Mikey the Freak.
Hello!
And Steve.
Is what I'm going to do the rest of the episode, folks. It's going to be horse trotting in the background.
All right. If you have not figured it out, we are reviewing the movie Monty Python and the Holy Grail. But before we get into it, let's check out that trailer.
Yes, let's.
Please.
Please. It's a long trailer, too. It's like 3 minutes.
I'll put the coconuts away.
Once in a lifetime, there comes a motion picture which changes the whole history of motion pictures. A picture so stunning in its effect, so vast in its impact, that it profoundly affects the lives of all who see it. One such film is...
Very good, thank you. Yes, thank you. Next, please.
Such British satire.
Once in a lifetime, there comes a motion picture which changes the whole history of motion pictures.
Yes, thank you. Next.
I'm trying to read it.
Go away. Next.
What's wrong with my voice? My voice is alright, my brain is wrong.
有时候，有一部电影可以把整个电影的历史起了改变。
That's more like it.
库鲁萨瓦的《Seven Samurai》就是这样的一部电影，还有《Ivan the Terrible》，其余的都是平常的电影，像《Herbie Rides Again》、《Lamotte》和《Monty Python and the Holy Grail》。Monty Python and the Holy Grail 有许多滑稽的。
If you do not open this door, we shall take this castle by force.
I love that. Black Knight.
故事紧张。
One day, lad, all this will be yours.
What, the curtains?
还有一些不花许多钱的危险场面。
What makes you think she's a witch? Well, she turned me into a newt.
但是和 The Seven Seal 来比一下。
Got better.
I got better.
这部电影就非常幼稚。
No, yes.
所以，如果您是一个知识界记的小家伙，您也喜欢傻笑什么事，也不能更糟。Monty Python and the Holy Grail， 看完了，来这里吃便饭。
Only 4 minutes from the restaurant.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. You know what? I think the trailer was probably funnier than the whole damn movie.
Get the fuck out of here.
Mikey the Freak, why don't you tell us a little bit more about that?
Right. King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table embark on a surreal, low-budget search for the Holy Grail, encountering many very silly obstacles. Yeah, so this is one of the first times I've actually sat through the movie, and there's so many different funny movies with the damn rabbit that they bring in. The supposed to be the Trojan horse, and they actually bring it in, and they realize, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump out and scare them or kill them and attack them, and they're like, aren't we supposed to be in the rabbit? They're like, oh. And then they catapult the rabbit over.
We can build a badger.
A badger? Yeah. So, and then the Black Knight gets, they get all his limbs cut off. He's like, come on, it's just a scratch. Let's go.
It's only a flesh wound.
It's only a flesh wound, yeah. So there's so many different funny parts in this movie, and it's British satire comedy. So you really got to understand that to laugh. Other than that, slapstick style comedy, but it's good. Eric Idle, John Cleese, one of the greatest British comedians out there, is in this movie. All the Monty Python movies, there's several out there that are pretty funny. But yeah, I'm watching it the first time. I do recommend people watching it just to kind of get that, and then start watching like The Life of Brian. That was a good one as well. The Meaning of Life, another one that's pretty funny. So, but yeah, it's an interesting but yet pretty funny flick as you watch it. Steve, what do you think about the movie? French ta- French taunter.
I I have been watching this movie since I was a child. Um, I have so many fond memories of this movie. This is a movie that I have quoted throughout my life. I've told many people, "Go away, or I will taunt you a second time." In elementary school, I told people that their father smelled of elderberries. Uh, and their mothers were hamsters. Unbeknownst to me, that your mother is a hamster, meaning she has a lot of children. She's very loose. And elderberries just means your father's a fucking drunk. No, I love this movie. I have great.
Give full suspension. Ever.
I'll pass it on to Bearded Geek after I share this. I had an uncle Keith who had no lower legs. I believe he lost them in an accident. He passed away before I was born. But this gentleman had no lower extremities and fell out of his seat in the theater laughing so hard at the Black Knight scene. I say seat. Let me rephrase that. Fell out of his wheelchair in the theater while watching the Black Knight scene. Like my family will talk about how Uncle Keith fell into the aisle of the movie theater because he was so hard at someone losing their extremities.
That's funny.
Bearded Geek, was this a first time watch through for you?
It was the first time, and I was joking earlier. Like this movie was really funny. It is dry humor, dry British humor, but you know that going into it. And you're right. The Black Knight is freaking hilarious. John Cleese, when he runs through the castle just killing everybody, is freaking hilarious.
The lead up though.
Oh yeah, the lead up to where he's so far away, and it's like they're showing the same scene of him slowly running
because they are 100% just showing the same scene every time.
And then he's right up on him, and then hiya, and it just starts.
It's just the drums.
It's funny. It's freaking hilarious. I would recommend this movie as well. Mikey the Freak, how would you actually rate this movie?
Let's see, and taking in part of the dry satire British comedy, it's definitely worth a rewatch. I'm gonna give it a solid 8 for the comedic ability out of it. I've always liked British. I've always liked British movies, British comedy. So it's one of those to where it kind of puts all of it together, and it's actually a British classic. Monty Python was a huge, almost like a, or it's not as big as like, I mean, bigger than like a Super Troopers group, but those group of friends that make those comedies based on like a National Lampoons. I think that's kind of similar to it. But I think National Lampoons might be a little bit funnier, but not as iconic as Monty Python. Everybody knows who Monty Python is. So yeah, solid 8 for me. Steve?
9!
9!
I love this movie. Like I said, I've been watching this movie since I was a kid. This movie is ingrained in my soul. I took the stuffed animal of the rabbit from the movie and took it to Comic-Con one year and just asked every celebrity to take a photo with it. I have a photo of Will Wheaton holding that thing. I have a photo of Brian Thompson holding that thing. I have a photo of Aaron Gray holding that thing. I have so many just random B-lists and actual celebrities. I got a photo of Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam is doing this while the rabbit's like sitting on his shoulder. Like it's great.
Very
Yeah.
cool. I would rate this a
Bearded
7.
Geek, what would you rate this movie?
I would rate it a 7. So we got 7, 8, 9. It is a fun watch. It is a British classic for sure. But yeah, definitely a 7. I still would recommend. You definitely need to see this at least once
Yeah.
in a lifetime. So here are some facts that may be fun.
Oh, now give us the music. Facts that may be fun.
Led Zeppelin, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, and Genesis all contributed to the movie's budget.
$20?
Hey,
50 pounds. 50 pounds. 50 pounds and 50p.
God
I think it'd be quid.
God is a photograph of the famous 19th century English cricketer W.G. Grace.
Okay.
Let's see. The Black Knight was first played by John Cleese, but when Arthur cuts off the first leg and real one, wait, hold on. The Black Knight was first played by John Cleese, but when Arthur cuts off the first leg, a real one-legged actor was used. On the DVD, Terry Gilman reveals that the main, oh my God, that the dude was used to film the shots of the second leg being cut off. Yeah. Words are hard. Can't read. All right, I'm illiterate.
So they used a one-legged guy?
They used a one-legged dude.
Well,
yeah.
Whatever works. ADA.
Yeah. That is all I have for facts that may be fun, even though it was hard getting them out.
They weren't fun.
No. Steve, what do we have for soundtrack?
All right, for soundtrack, some of these are uncredited, some of these are credited. Camelot song, The Knights of the Round Table. He's Going to Tell, Big Country, Homeward Bound, Good Choir, Fanfare, Sunrise Music, Knights of Ni.
Me.
We are now the Knights of Iggy Fong Boom. We have Sir Robin's song, Magenta, Love Theme. I don't want to love, I want to sing. I fucking love this movie. Scarlet's in the Starlight, Monk's Chant, The Promised Land. They are crediting the Monk's Chant. That's amazing.
Oh, Jesus.
The Promised Land, Ice Flow 9, which I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty sure was a song that was also in Dawn of the Dead. Flying Messenger, Countrywide, and Desperation.
All right. Mikey the Freak, well, what do we have for some related reels?
Related reels. I went with Michael Palin. And he was in Time Bandits. He's also does tons of travel with Michael Palin. He's really known for that now. And then, of course, like The Meaning of Life, which is the Monty Python group. Eric Idle, also part of the Monty Python group. Life of Brian, which is a good watch. Meaning of Life. Also in National Lampoon's European Vacation. He is the bicyclist that he gets hit, and that Chevy Chaser Clark Griswold runs over and gets stuck in the rotating hotel door, which is hilarious. And then, of course, John Cleese, which I actually met last year at Comic-Con. Great guy. Die Another Day. He's in a couple James Bond movies. Harry Potter series. Nearly Headless Nick. And Rat Race, which I actually just saw yesterday.
I love Rat Race.
I love Rat Race.
I'm a weaning.
Yeah, such a great movie.
All right. Well, as we come to a close, make sure you check out the sister channel to Back to the Retro Review, the Mod Squad Network, where we have a movie show, a horror show, gamer show, a conversation show, and we go live every Saturday night with a giveaway. Please do all the YouTuber things. Give us a good old thumbing. Hit that like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. What have you thought of Monty Python and the Search of the Holy Grail? All right. And if you haven't seen it, go see it and then tell us what you thought about it.
Watch Monty Python. They're great.
Well, that does it for this episode of Back to the Retro Review. So for Mikey the Freak and Steve, I am the Bearded Geek saying, if we don't see you again, thank you for being a friend.
See ya.